Jeff Bash here, and thank you for checking out one of my videos about the Gym Leader Challenge format. If you're interested in getting into the format, there's a couple things you'll need to know. First, Gym Leader Challenge is a monotype format, which means you have to pick one Pokemon type and build your deck around it. It's a singleton format, meaning that you can't play more than one card of the same name in your 60-card deck. Lastly, no rules box Pokemon are allowed, so you can't play any EX, V, V-Star, Radiant Pokemon, or the like. Gym Leader Challenge is definitely my favorite way to play the Pokemon TCG. If you're enjoying the content, I would appreciate it if you could take a second and like and subscribe to the channel. Every little bit goes a long way in helping the channel grow. Thank you and enjoy. While we shuffle up, Weeder, you want to tell us a little bit about your deck and what you've got going on in your Lost Zone water build?
Yeah, it's a very low energy water build. I play only 3 basic water energies. Play low energy, low maintenance attackers like Cramorant, who attacks for free, Inteleon, who can attack with the water and a double colorless if need be, 1 energy Basculegion revenge attack, and Palafin, which is the big hitter for just 2 energies. So with Raihan, Aqua Patch, and then 3 turns because of Cramorant's attack, there's plenty of energy to go around. And then the closer, if I can get ahead on prizes ever, or at least stay even, Twilight, Inspiration, Slowbro, and kind of force a checkmate if the opponent can't deal with it. So fun deck to play, and I've tried to make it. Taken a lot of spins with this deck, tried to make it as consistent as possible, so I took out all of the fun and cool options like Arties and Dracovish, and I've just gone to for as much consistency as I could.
We've played against that deck on stream before, and it definitely is a powerful deck. So I'm excited to see what it does. Palafin hits for huge numbers for only 2 energy, and Teleon hits for 120 plus puts an extra 20 on the board too. Just got a lot of, like you said, a lot of cheap, efficient threats, and then that Slowbro. I think that our deck is really going to struggle to deal with that Slowbro that takes 2 prizes just because of the way that fighting is built. We're not going to have the gustability that a lot of other decks do. So if that Slowbro does come down, it might be game over for us. So we'll see how it goes. We're definitely trading 1 for 1 a lot of times. So that Slowbro trading 2 for 1 could be a big deal. All right. On the other side of the board, we've got Fighting Gargana-Coal, which is a deck that I have really, really enjoyed playing. It's almost there. And I think with some cards getting printed in March, this archetype will be great. Andre Costella has a great list. I know he was in chat earlier. His list is great. His list has a little bit more of cheaper end attackers than my deck. My deck is a little bit more on the evolve and get some energy acceleration going. But our deck, we're doing 2 things. We've got Colossal, whose Tar Generator ability attaches a fighting and a fire energy to my Pokemon in any way I'd like per turn, which is really beneficial. It gets 2 fighting or 2 energy going, and that paired with Garganackle, who can throw another energy from the bin onto something and heal 30 damage, is great. And so this deck is really good at getting both of these cards out. Then you pair it with some basic attackers that are pretty big. I'm playing Slitherwing. I think Slitherwing is actually great. I've been like kind of hot and cold on this card a little bit, but I think that just having a like 2 energy attacker that can kind of come down early and doesn't necessarily need to be accelerated onto to be good is great. So Slitherwing is back in the deck. It does 120 plus it burns, so effectively 140. It does do 90 damage to itself, but I don't think that matters because you're killing something so early with it typically. It's almost always going to trade 1 for 1, and sometimes it's going to trade 2 for 1. Rarely is it just going to be a useless card. But we've got other great basic attackers in our deck too. We've got Terrakion, which does 120 and then can't be damaged the following turn. We've got Groudon, which does 60 times the amount of energy you discard, up to 240 damage. So we can hit the big numbers. So I think our deck is good. We've got big, beefy boys to help us trade on the KOs, plus some useful effects. Fion is a card that's going to give us some issues. I'm scared of Fion, switching out my attackers and making my Terrakion definitely, yes, less useful. So don't Fion me, Weeder. Don't Fion me.
Leon, in all seriousness, is probably the best card in the deck. So one of my favorites to use.
The fact you can keep reusing it. You got a Brooklet Hill out. It's just Fiona's once per turn.
All right, I've got Finizen.
Okay, we would love to kill that. All right, let's take our draw. We're going first here. Not too bad. So let's play a Brooklet Hill down. Let's go ahead and use Brooklet Hill. We know we're helping you out, but we're hoping that our unbeatable board is better than your unbeatable board. So we are getting Knackley, which is probably telling of the fact that we don't have one of our roly-coly Carcoal or Colossal line. Chop down. We're going to go Fighting Energy onto Slitherwing, and then we will pass to you.
Draw for turn. The right move is to Brooklet Hill first.
All right.
I think I'll take Basculin, as weird as that might be. Going to Lost Blender.
Okay.
And I'll Lost Blender Rotom Dex. And I think it has to be Viridian Force.
We're sad. We would have loved to see Viridian come into play.
So off of Lost Blender, I'll draw one, play Hisuian Heavy Ball. Then I will attach Splash Energy to Finizen and play in.
Okay, we are very happy about the end. Our hand was Fire Energy, a Rescue Stretcher, Muscle Band, Hisuian Arcanine. That's 9 in unplayable cards. Did I see you? Did you lost zone Rotom Dex?
It.
That card is sweet. That's shuffle. What is it? It's redo prizes, right? So take all your prizes, shuffle them in the
Yep,
deck, and then put the equivalent number back down.
that's right. It's really crucial in this deck. If Drizzile is prized, you can really have a bad time. Now that I've changed the list up some, that plus Gladion may be a little bit too much, but it's worked out pretty well for me so far. And sometimes it's an easy loss zone. So
I do think that
I will.
sometimes we undervalue cards that search prizes in this format. Like, it's just so important to make sure that you have those. So I don't think ever playing more than necessary is enough. And we play two Glorious. Why shouldn't we play two things to go and get something from our prizes?
For sure, especially in certain decks where it's super crucial. So I'm switch rafting into Basculin.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll gather the group Bobble and Remoraid.
Okay. Let's draw for turn here. That's not a terrible card to have, to be honest. Let's take our time and let's nest ball while we think about this, and we'll Brooklet Hill at the same time. So let's just go ahead and get our bench full of some things. So I think we want Groudon. Groudon's going to hit for big numbers. He's swing Arcanine here. This is tough. I never thought that playing fighting would be tough. It's so linear. We'll play greens. So let's grab Evolution Incense as one of our trainer cards. I guess so. We will take Earthen Vessel. So let's use Evolution Incense, and we'll grab the Naggle Stack. And then let's Earthen Vessel. We are going to discard Raihan here, and then we'll go and get 2 energies. I would like a Fighting and a Fighting. Attach a Fighting to Slitherwing. This other one's going to come to hand. And then we will take the first knockout. We're going to use Burning Turbulence. So 120 damage, plus it's burned. And then we take 90 damage, so we're effectively dead to everything.
It has how much HP?
So it has 140, so yeah, you would have to hit 50 here.
All right, I'll promote Sobble
Okay.
and draw for turn. I'll evolve to Palafin
Okay.
and start with a Drainer's Mail. I'll probably take Research here.
Okay.
Had a few options, Pokestop, Lost Vacuum, but I think just having a fresh hand will be really nice.
Yep.
I'm in a Brooklet Hill while it's online, and I'll go get Ione.
Ooh.
I will attach Twin Energy to Sobble.
Okay.
Play Evolution Incense
Mm-hmm.
to get Drizzile, Shady Dealings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go straight for Colorus. I like to play out all my cards so I have full information before using Fione. So I will play Colorus. Interesting stuff here. I'll put Marnie in the Lost Zone.
Okay.
And probably my own Brooklet Hill. It can be really good late game, but I think I'm just going to discard it next turn. So
Yep.
I'm just going to hard retreat into Palafin
Okay.
and Fione as well. Whirlpool section.
Cool. Well,
It's half an escape rope.
all right. I think we'll just go up with Groudon here.
And I will Jet Punch and put 30 on Slitherwing.
All right. And Slitherwing will go up to 120, 20 HP more. All right. Let's draw here. Not the worst draw, not the best draw. But we do get to trade with Palafin, I think, this turn. So let's Muscle Band onto Slitherwing, which will be enough for the KO. And then let's Tag Call here. There's Guzman Hala. Love to see it. Let's Brooklet Hill here while we're at it. Let's grab our last basic, which is Terrakion. I guess, we didn't need the muscle band. We could have just grabbed the martial arts dojo. So let's Guzma and Hala here. We are going to discard energy and Iono. We'll go and get Floatstone, Martial Arts Dojo, leave Stone Energy here. All right, Stone Energy on Terrakion, I believe. Attach Floatstone to Groudon. Let's promote Slitherwing here. And then we will just go ahead and bump Brooklet Hill. We'll play Martial Arts Dojo so you can't Fiona us for infinite. And then we will Slitherwing here. 140 plus 150 plus the Muscle Band. And it does KO itself. Do get a prize. You also get a
Okay, and
prize. And then
had
we'll
splash energy, so I'll take Palafin to hand.
Cool. And we'll go into Groudon here again with the Floatstone. Again, the Slitherwing was a 2-for-1 there. So again, I'm higher up on this card than I was at its printing. Thunderous has been great and has a similar effect. I think Slitherwing is also great.
Will draw for turn. Put Finizen on the bench. I'll attach my Floatstone to Remoraid. I'm going to play Gladion and take this card and Shady Dealings
Okay.
with Inteleon.
Ooh, double Shady Dealing's really good here.
Ball, and I think I'll take Ultra Ball. So Nest Ball, play for Cramorant, and Ultra Ball will be discarding Thornton and Professor's Research to get Chillery.
This is where, as fighting, we get really sad as you get to draw cards every turn, and we are hoping to put something together.
I'm discarding cards just to draw more cards, so
Don't have to rub it in, Weeder. Okay.
going to hatch double colorless to Teleon. I've got 4 card hand. I'll draw 1 with Abyssal Hand, and then retreat into Cramorant and spit innocently for the knockout.
Yep, he's down. All right, we need to get lucky here. So let's put up Terrakion here, and let's draw. So let's Super Rod here. We're going to put Groudon, Slitherwing, and an Energy back into the deck. That still leaves us 2 in the discard pile, which 2 fighting energy is the perfect amount. 1 for Colossal, 1 for Garganackle. So Titanizer for sure. And all we need is like Heavy Ball, Ultra Ball, and Energy. Like if we get one of those 2 cards, we're good. Shuffle, draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what we grabbed. Slitherwing. Let's put a Evo TM onto Terrakion. I guess our attack for turn is going to be the Evo TM, which is going to get us our Garganackle. It's also going to get us Hisuian Arcanine as well. So all you after that. Missing a prize there. Pretty
Okay.
bad, but hoping you can't take the KO regardless.
Draw for turn. Going to attach water energy. Yeah, I'll attach a water energy to Inteleon. Evolve Finizen to Palafin. You're looking pretty set up over there. It's not looking great for
It's not
me.
looking for great for either of us. I feel like you're gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. We're not really doing a whole lot.
I'm gonna Versus Seeker
Hmm.
or in
All right.
and play it.
We got like Arven and Pokegear, so like I don't know. Our hand could have been anything.
All right. So I did get Slow Poke. Put that on the bench. 3 card hand. I'll draw 2. I just have to spin innocently for 90 damage.
90 damage. All right, we will draw for turn. Cynthia and Caitlin, and we're gonna discard Turbo Energize. We're gonna get back a Raihan, and we will draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, and let's drop Viridian down. Rid of this martial arts dojo, sadly. We are going to discard a battle compressor to Viridian Forest. We'll grab a fighting energy. Alright, let's use Garganackle's ability. We will attach an energy from the discard pile to Terrakion, and we will heal 30 damage. We'll attach an energy from hand as well, and then we will Cavern Tackle for 120. And the KO.
Promote Artillery. Draw for turn. All right. I will start by evolving to Slowbro.
Bro's
I'll
scary.
discard Manaphy. Discard Manaphy with Viridian Forest to take 1 water energy. Attach that to Palafin. I will Uzma your Slitherwing.
Okay. Slitherwing to the active.
I'll promote Inteleon. I
Mm-hmm.
can't decide if I should have gone for Machop. or maybe even your Garganacle. Got Raihan in hand. So I'm promoting Inteleon.
Hmm.
I'll attach a muscle band, draw three with missile hand.
Hmm.
I'll go with a stadium nav. Try
Okay.
and get rid of your Viridian. It's one heads, one tails,
Have another
and
stadium.
I'll
I'm curious to see. Pokestop it is.
cookie stop. I don't think I actually want to use it. I don't think I can improve my position, so I just want to get rid of the Viridian for you.
Okay.
So I'll play Pokestop.
Yep.
Yeah, and that'll be it for me this turn. I'll Aqua Bullet for 140, and I'll put 20 onto Garganacle.
Garganacle. All right. Um, gosh, who do we go up with? Um, well, I guess we
Actually,
go.
can I put that 20 on Arcanine?
Sure. Yeah, and we will actually go up with Arcanine here. We're gonna lose to the Slowbro. I can feel it. We're losing to Slowbro, guys. Draft turn. So let's drop down a Roly Coal. Yes, let us use a Raihan here. And energy onto Arcanine. And we've got to grab Fire Energy. It's just the thing. All right. Then we have to Ultra Ball away Gladion and a Fighting Energy. We'll just go ahead and grab Carkol here. Then the deck a little bit. We just needed to get that energy into the discard pile. We'll go Fire onto Arcanine. We will use Garganacle's ability to put this one on and heal 30. And now our Arcanine is ready to go. And we will Scorching Horn for 160 and the knockout.
Okay. Promote Artillery. We're all for turn. I'll start with Aqua Patch. Put an energy on to Elephant.
Okay. We would need a
So
lot.
I think at this point you're more likely to boss than you are to Groudon. So I'm gonna put the Lux Cape on Slowbro. I'm gonna Field Blower my own Pokestop and then Bicycle for two.
Okay.
Put Fiona on the bench and then Thylene one heads. All right, barely made it. So I'm gonna put a double colorless on top of my deck. Two card hand. I'll draw three with the Viscel hand. Two, three. Putting a double colorless onto Slowbro,
Mm-hmm.
repairing, and then I'll retreat into Palafin and I'll Justice Kick for 210.
All right. So let's promote Terrakion here, even though I don't know if it's right. And let's draw. That's definitely not the right card. So we got Machoke here. Let's Groudon. Let's Hisuian Heavy Ball here. Let's look and see what we got. Two cards that I would love to have for sure. Let's VS Seeker for. So let's just Tate and Liza instead. So we're going to VS Seeker for Tate and Liza. Shuffle, draw five. We've got no hand, but we will still shuffle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our hope is maybe get Machamp here. Cool. We got Machamp. Let's Field Blower the Cape and Floatstone while we can. Let's evolve into Machamp. Let's attach Strong Energy to Machamp. Let's use Garganacle's ability. Let's put an energy onto Machamp here. All this is almost useless if you have Gust, but we'll Cavern Tackle for 120.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the only thing that we can do is we can't take a prize until we can deal with this Slowbro. Terrakion and Machamp together maybe deny you a prize as well. Like you can't Fiona us really. We'll just go into Machamp, who's also ready to attack.
I'll draw for turn. Need to get as far into my deck as I can. I will put a quick ball away Lost Vacuum.
Okay.
So let's see. I'll play Level Ball and fail it. I'll attach a Water Energy to Fiona.
Okay.
I think I actually want to I'm gonna Escape Rope.
Okay. We will do what we said. We'll go into Machamp.
I'll promote Fiona and draw four. I'm palpating Thornton and Guzma back in my deck.
Okay.
I'm going to see both. I did draw the Pokegear, so I will Pokegear for Guzma.
Okay.
And then I will Guzma your Garganacle,
Okay. Garganacle is up.
and I will Justice Kick for the knockout.
All right. Garganacle's down. We will promote Terrakion because guess what we have? We'll Guzma up your Slowbro,
Okay.
and we'll go into Machamp.
Found it.
We just had it. We just had it. And then we will Strong Arm Laureate for 200. Take a prize. Hope that we don't die.
Okay, so what are my outs here? I
Oh,
have
actually,
to
we didn't
switch
need to
in.
do Strong Arm Laureate because we have Strong Energy attached. So we're gonna do the 120 instead of the 100 or the 200 because we have Strong Energy.
Okay,
Small
I
small
think
difference, but important because now we can attack again.
I'll draw for turn, and I forgot that Slowbro did stall just long enough. I'm gonna retreat the one energy off Fion
Yeah, Fiona should do it here.
uh, and Whirlpool section,
Yeah, it did enough because now our Terrakion is just dead regardless. But a
and yep,
close game.
Justice Kick for the knockout.
Yeah,
That was a
Fiona.
fun. That was a fun one the way it turned out.
Yeah, Fiona is this deck's like nemesis. Like conditional attacks like Cavern Tackle and Strong Arm Lariat just it can't function well with Fiona. So this is like the second game against Fiona where I felt like I've done most things right in the way the game has played out and just had like no chance because Fiona's just such a busted card against conditional big heavy retreaters.